Hey guys, Brian here from Solid Woodworks. So this is my most recent project, a Nissan Xterra that a customer brought to me. They had a pretty cool setup and design that they wanted to include in this project. Number one, they wanted to have like a full-size bed with a couple extra little options to make it larger. They wanted to have a little bit of storage underneath, and they wanted to have like kind of a floating drawer system. So this is something different than I've done in most vehicles, kind of similar to the Subaru build I did. These people took out the back seat. Let me show you kind of what I built inside of here. So let's start with this section right here. They took out that back seat like I told you. So I mounted a couple pieces of wood to make it flatter in here, and then carpeted the whole thing with some nice carpet in here. Gives you quite a bit of extra storage in here for shoes or backpacks or kind of food, different things like that. Put the side jam in to make the whole bed level, as you can see, with the rest of the build in here. I cut out this hole right here because I thought it might be nice to have a little bit accessible from right here, so they don't have to try to reach their hands all the way back in here, if that makes sense. So that snaps right back in there. One of the coolest things in this build that I really like is this idea that they had where they wanted to have more room. See how that seat is folded completely forward like that? Let's come around this way and I'll show you that. So this seat is folded forward, pushed forward, and leaned forward as well. So they wanted to have something where you can have a flip up extra piece right here. So what I used was those those table brackets like they have in RVs that are flat and snap up. So right here, you just pull this up right here, clicks in. Super easy, really strong. From this side, I can show you what the bracket looks like. So you can see right in there's a little lever right here that you click. So let me show you when you shut it. So obviously you could be inside or from this side. You click both of those and just push it down. And as I said, right out of the way, move your seat back, flick that back, and there you go. Still tons of room. I had my buddy that's 6'4" sitting in here, and he had tons of room still. Actually go back a little bit more. There you go. Still a ton of room, and a great idea that they had and I was able to execute with those hinge systems, and it looks really clean as well. So let me bring you to the back here. This is a little bit different than anything I built before, but from what they said, this is what they want, and this is how it's going to work for them. So picture they're going to have, a couple inch mattress in here as well. So they're going to have enough room in here to be laying inside with their heads and bodies over here and their feet going under this. Obviously with those little extra pop outs right there, they'll have a little bit of space for their pillows and whatnot. So this is how this back system works. First off, they thought it'd be nice to have a couple of smaller tables lower as well. So I was able to use some 3/4, no drawer guides or anything, and they go full length to this back portion here, about 3 feet. But you can pull out about 2.5 feet of it and actually have a pretty sturdy surface to do a little bit of cooking on. There's 2 of them, so you can actually have a pretty solid surface for cooking on. Cut out some little holes here so you can see that's how they fit in there like that. Right there. As well as opening this section gets to where they used to have their jack before, but I made a little box in there so their jack still fits in there. So when you shut these, it goes right over that portion. And then this pops on to make the bed flush again, if that makes sense. So all kinds of storage and different things happening inside of here. Honestly, a pretty in-depth little build, but I think it's gonna work great for what they had in mind. So coming to this floating drawer system, I put up a couple side jams here, cut holes out so they can still access their side, storage compartments that come stock in the vehicle right here. Trimmed it out with a nice little piece of wood right here. Put a couple little L brackets back here so it's nice and sturdy. Things not going anywhere. So with this, I actually put 2 locking drawer guides on it. So they lock, so this thing's not gonna come flying out when they're driving, and it also locks in the out position as well, as you can see that. They wanted to have these removable little trays in here. So if you want, you can just take out this entire thing right here. Take it out. And go set it on a picnic table or put some of your cooking equipment inside of here. It has a false top on it. Super easy. That pops right back in there. And same thing with this one too. I cut a little notch to have a little divider in here, so you can have a divider in each one of these if you wanted to. Pretty cool design. It makes it easier to get to all the items that you would possibly have back here than having to try to reach in here. It'd be kind of hard. Definitely, as I said, something different, but pretty cool, I think. And you, boom, locks back in really easily. So that is the build in this Xterra. I thought it was pretty cool. Different setup for sure. A lot of fun building it. If you like what I'm doing here, please hit subscribe in the corner up here to watch some more of my videos. I have a link to other playlists for SUV conversions, van conversions, truck conversions, how-to videos, all kinds of good stuff on there. In the description below, I'll have a link to some of the different items used in this build. For instance, these drawer guides, some of the plywood and different things like that. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.